Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Orji. He's got the tight end. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Gain of 13. First and goal, Michigan.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Third and goal coming up here. On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Three tight ends in the formation on first and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4.
Yes, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Huff. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Wells. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Direct snap. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Jacksonville.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And it took until the second half, but we finally get one of the zeros off the board. It's 3-0. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Scanning the field, it's Huff. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Snap it to the back. Hard running there. And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Gamecocks get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter play. The score, Jacksonville State 3.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll go with a direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on.
Got it.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Fire.
Looking for space, it's Stewart. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gamecocks enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Quarterback will audible. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Direct snap. He breaks a tackle. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd down, going up top. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Powell.